wrestling fans, and welcome to the February 2010 edition of 3X Wrestling's Outside the Ring. I'm Midnight Guthrie. Chad Milan is currently in Laos with the Laotian sensation Ricky Kwong, where they are meeting with some Laotian businessmen about possible sponsorship opportunities for Kwong. So, big opportunity for them there. As you saw in the opening footage at New Year's Revenge, it looked like Rory Fox was finally going to win the heavyweight title from the Rebel Jeremy Wyatt in their third encounter. It was the final fall of the match, tied 1-1. Fox had Wyatt locked into the vicious Texas Cloverleaf submission hold. It looked like Wyatt was about to give up. The referee was down, and Tony Sly, who had no business in the matchup whatsoever, inserted himself in the mix, came in the ring, knocked Fox from behind with the heavyweight championship belt, allowing Jeremy Wyatt to hit the Kansas Tumbleweed for the 1-2-3, the pinfall in the final fall to win the 2 out of 3 falls heavyweight title matchup. Well, now it's been signed. On February 5th, at Reign of Terror at the Des Moines Social Club, 2 matches have been signed, in fact. We have Tony Sly taking on Rory Fox. And in our heavyweight championship match, for the first time ever, it's going to be the Rebel Jeremy Wyatt going one-on-one with his biggest physical challenge to date, and Mad Dog McDowell receiving his first title shot in over a year. As you saw after the main event at New Year's Revenge, there was a total locker room clearing brawl. And at the end of that brawl, we saw Jeremy Wyatt, Mad Dog McDowell in the center of the ring going toe-to-toe. Mad Dog McDowell got the best of him in that exchange. And now it's been signed, our heavyweight title match for Reign of Terror. Let's go to some words from Wyatt, Mad Dog McDowell, Tony Sly, and Rory Fox about the actions and what happened at New Year's Revenge. Happy New Year, Jeremy Wyatt. For the third month in a row, you walk out of the Des Moines Social Club with your heavyweight title. But Rory Fox, once again, looked like he had you beat fair and square in the center of the ring, had you with the Texas Cloverleaf. It looked like you were about to submit. The ref was down. Tortures Tony Sly. I don't know where he came from. He had no business in the matchup. Knocked out Fox with the belt. and one lightning spiral, and you walk away the victor in the match. I mean, that was just sad.
What was sad about Rory Fox having his third opportunity to win this belt and his third failure to win this belt? You can make every excuse you want for Rory Fox, but the fact remains. October, he didn't get the job done. November, he didn't get the job done. It's a new year, same result. Didn't get the job done, Rory Fox. There is a reason why I hold this. And as far as Tony Sly goes, I didn't ask for his help. I don't care what he was out there for. He was probably tired of being another ham and egger around here. What Tony Sly does on his own accord is his business. I may have benefited, but the cream always rises to the top.
Well, we saw at the end of the match a locker room clearing brawl as the likes of Mad Dog McDowell came out to the ring, pushed you out of the way, entering the ring. You entered the ring after him. You guys went toe-to-toe, and Mad Dog McDowell came out on top of that exchange. And I've received word that at Reign of Terror on February 5th here at the Des Moines Social Club, you will be defending your title against Mad Dog McDowell one-on-one.
That's official.
That's official.
You see, Mad Dog McDowell, you could have made your way to the ring. You could have ran off Tony Sly, but you put your hands on me. I am the champion of 3XW. I am the best wrestler in this area, in the entire Midwest. Hell, I might as well just say I'm the best wrestler in the country, because I'm selling myself short just by saying the Midwest. Now you got up on me at the end. Congratulations, I had just wrestled 30+ minutes. Let's see what you do one-on-one with the champ. You're going to go down like all the rest, chump.
Well, the 2009 3X Wrestling Wrestler of the Year, Jeremy Wyatt, set to defend against his biggest challenge to date, the biggest man he's ever challenged, in Mad Dog McDowell. Tony Sly, I've seen some despicable things in my time here in 3X Wrestling, but that might just take the cake. Rory Fox, the man has basically won the heavyweight title 3 times now. You come in, he had Jeremy Wyatt finished with the Texas Cloverleaf submission hold. What business did you have entering the ring? You had no part in that matchup.
What's despicable is that I have never had a heavyweight title shot in 3XW. I've been with this company for years and years, and I've never had a heavyweight title shot. So that's why I did what I did tonight, and that's why I took that heavyweight title, and that's why I cost Rory Fox the match. I don't care if he's been on MTV. I don't care if he's been on WWE TV. I don't care if he's been on ECW. He doesn't deserve a heavyweight title shot after being with this company for 3 months. So Rory Fox, on February 5th at Reign of Terror, I'm going to show you why I deserve a heavyweight title shot. And if you thought that it hurt when I hit you in the back with that heavyweight title, it's going to hurt a lot worse when I end your pitiful career on February 5th, because I can.
Well, it should be just a total brawl on February 5th with Tony Sly taking on Rory Fox for the first time here in 3X Wrestling. Rory Fox, come over here. I've got to get some words from you. I mean, that was just a totally heartbreaking situation.
You want some words tonight, huh?
I mean, that was just completely heartbreaking. My heart goes out to you. I mean, for the 3rd month, it looked like you had the heavyweight title won, and this time, a man totally unrelated to the situation, Tony Sly, inserts himself in the mix and took you out with the belt.
Yeah, the champ was about to tap. Everybody saw it in the whole building tonight, and Tony Sly decides to get involved. Mr. I've been here 5 years, and I haven't gotten a title shot, and me, I do 1 show, and then I get a title shot. Well, Tony, you see, in my debut, I pinned two-time, was it three-time?
Three-time heavyweight champion, Devin Carter.
Champion Devin Carter. So yeah, I made an impact. I'm sorry it took you 5 years to make an impact, because guess what, Tony? You did make an impact tonight when you jumped me and you cost me the 3XW heavyweight championship. So remember this, Tony. For every impact you make like you did tonight, there are repercussions. And February 5th at
Reign of Terror.
February 5th at Reign of Terror, your impact is going to have repercussions.
Well, wrestling fans, it's going to be Rory Fox taking on Tony Sly at Reign of Terror, and what should be just a total brawl. Mad Dog McDowell, big win for you tonight against the debuting Domino Rivera, and then that was a heck of an altercation at the end of the night with the Rebel Jeremy Wyatt, who remains our 3X Wrestling heavyweight champion, and it's now been signed. You're going to take on Jeremy Wyatt, your first heavyweight title shot in over a year at Reign of Terror.
You know what, I guess Jeremy Wyatt didn't like getting pushed around by old Mad Dog in that night. But I'm not going to be so foolish thinking it's going to be an easy win. Jeremy Wyatt's one of the toughest in the Midwest. But you know what, Mad Dog's proven he's going to be just as tough in 2010.
Well, I'm very excited to see what you bring to the ring against the Rebel Jeremy Wyatt, and I know you're extremely pumped for your heavyweight title shot. Well, Mark Sterling, tough night for you here tonight at New Year's Revenge. As in your match with delicious Devin Carter. Looked like things were going your way. Casanova tried to give you some assistance, your Gentleman's Club teammate. He tried to throw some brass knuckles to you, overshot you. Devin Carter got a hold of him, knocked you out, and got the win. I mean, you've got to be furious right now.
They could say that. I think Furious might be close to how I'm feeling. Maybe a little confused. You know, the term seeing red is thrown around a lot. I am seeing blood red right now. Okay? I don't need brass knuckles to beat anybody. Okay? I'm the best in this company. I may not be the champ right now, but I'm the best. I'm probably the best in the country, almost. Wouldn't you agree? You watch a lot of wrestling.
Yeah,
you see my work.
you're a phenomenal wrestler.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll give you that.
Okay, yeah, maybe we did cheat in the past. Maybe we cheated to get those belts, the tag belts. Maybe I cheated to get the pure title. But you know what? I'm better than that. You know, that was a year ago. That was 2 years ago for the pure championship. You remember that? February of 2008? That was 2 years ago. I've got embarrassed since then. I'm in the best shape of my life. You see me get in better shape, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the push-up challenge every month.
Exactly. I've put in the work and the time, the ring time, the road time, the matches, and I'm in the peak of my career. I guarantee you someday you'll see me on TV. So I don't need brass knuckles to beat Devin Carter. I've beaten him before. You know? I don't need to hit people with belts or anything. I got the Mark Shearer. I got the meanest submission in this company. Okay? So why am I, being made to cheat? We don't need to do that. We're a gentleman's club. Casanova's great. Gage, they're both former champions. Him and Gage are both former champions. So why do we cheat so much, huh?
Well, these are all great questions for our commissioner, your manager, Todd Countryman, and he has arranged and signed for February at Reign of Terror. You and Gage Octane get a rematch with the High Flyers, Zach Thompson and Mike Seidel, for the 3XW tag team titles. And it's got to feel good to have another title shot.
Exactly, because you know what? We never got a rematch. How's that, huh? When we lose those belts? August?
August, yep.
Yeah. When's our rematch at, huh? We've creamed those guys. In November of 2008, Campus Terror 2, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we beat them. And then Mardi Gras Brawl, we beat them. Yeah, beat them twice. And they beat us on a fluke because what Gage do? Gage got the chair and got pinned. Let me tell you a little something. When we won the belts from the North Star Express, who got the pin? This guy, right? When we lost the belts, who got pinned? Tell me.
Gage Octane.
Exactly. So who's the best of Gentleman's Club, huh?
Well,
So hey, I'm not done yet. High Flyers,
we see you next month, I'm going to break your legs. I'm going to break every bone in your body because I am that mad. I'm going to take out my anger at this whole situation on you guys. Yeah, I shaked your hands when you beat us because I'm a man and I can admit defeat. I can respect that you guys beat Gage Octane and you took the fight to us, but I want those belts back. You know what happens when you win belts? You make money. When you make money, you get to pay your bills, you get the girls, you get the cars, and I want that. I want the best. I want to be the best. So high flyers, you got what I want. I want my belts back. So next month, you watch out because I'm bringing it. I'm the best of my career. I'm going to show you why.
Tough words by Mark Sterling, and I hate to take him on in the ring right now with the attitude, the ferocity he's bringing to 3X Wrestling. Midnight Guthrie here with the High Flyers. Big win tonight over Tony Sly and Brady A. Desire, though it was a non-title match because Commissioner Todd Countryman has already signed a tag team title defense, a rematch for you guys against the Gentlemen's Club of Mark Sterling and Gage Octane. You beat them for the belts in August. Now you got to take them on again here at Reign of Terror in February.
Yeah, oddly enough, I'm actually glad to be wrestling Mark Sterling and Gage Octane again, because after we won the belts from him the first time, we had to put up with everybody talking about what a fluke victory it was and how it was just their infighting that gave us these belts. I think we disproved that by beating the Davaris the very next month, but this gives us an actual opportunity to shut down those naysayers.
Well, certainly, and I've always had a lot of confidence in you, but you bring up a good point. You've had those naysayers that have thought that you've been kind of fluke champions, but now you can really cement your status as top champions here in 3X Wrestling with a win over the Gentlemen's Club.
Yeah, you know, we had a lot of naysayers back in 2009, but it's 2010, and we're throwing a party. Yesterday's got nothing on us, and we will prove in the year 2010 that we are fighting champions. And you know what? We would have put those belts on the line tonight. We didn't have a problem with it. Mark Sterling and Gage Octane, you're just going to have to find out one more time that Zach Thompson and Mike Seidel will die flying or die trying.
Well, it was a fantastic match the first time in August. Should be even better in February at Reign of Terror.
Evan Carter, congratulations, my friend. Impressive victory against one of the Gentlemen's Club members in Mark Sterling tonight. Hadn't been doing too well in the past couple months here in 3XW, but you really turned it around. And I mean, what an impact tonight against Mark Sterling.
You know, John, Mark Sterling, he's a specimen.
Ooh, specimen.
He's a specimen. He's a stallion.
He is.
You know, twice, and when I've wrestled him before, he's made me puke. And nobody makes me puke my own puke, except for Mark Sterling. But you know, he runs with a group of thieves. And you know, sometimes that works, but it's only a matter of time before they start stealing money out of your mom's purse, sleeping with your sister, or maybe things start backfiring, which is exactly what happened tonight. Sterling, when you wake up tomorrow, get a little reality check from those. It was just a really hard fist, right?
Yeah.
Just a very hard fist.
Yeah.
Okay. But you know what? We're through Sterling. Now I got the Gentlemen's Club. Next month, I'm going to show them this is a game of chess, not checkers. When I bring my Reign of Terror, John Bond, Reign of Terror. Happy New Year!
And that was delicious, Devin Carter. Watch out, Gentlemen's Club. He's crazy.
As you saw in the footage, delicious Devin Carter picking up a huge win at New Year's Revenge over Mark Sterling. It was Sterling's Gentlemen's Club stablemate, Casanova, trying to help him out, overthrows the brass knuckles, which certainly cost Mark Sterling a huge victory himself. Sterling, as we saw, very upset by what happened, but it has been signed. Commissioner Todd Countryman, with his sole authority here in 3X Wrestling, has signed a tag team title rematch from August, where the tag team titles changed hands at the King of Des Moines tournament. Well, on February 5th at Reign of Terror, it's going to be the High Flyers, Zach Thompson and Mike Seidel, the ultra-popular tag team, defending the gold against Mark Sterling and Gage Octane of the Gentlemen's Club in what should be a spectacular tag team match. Their first match was phenomenal. This, I think, will be even better. And Devin Carter, he's also anxiously looking on, and he's vowed to go through the Gentlemen's Club one by one. He's already taken out Sterling. He's not scheduled to face any members of the Gentlemen's Club on February 5th, as Casanova will be in action with Jimmy Rockwell, as we'll get to later. But he'll be looking on intently, and I suspect he'll want to make an impact on February 5th at Reign of Terror. It's also interesting to me that Todd Countryman, despite being the sole authority in 3XW, his Gentlemen's Club clearly has a lot of dissension going on. So, we'll see how that all turns out on February 5th at Reign of Terror.
I cannot believe that just happened. Next month, here at the Des Moines Social Club, you're going to give Casanova a rematch, and it's going to be a submission-only match.
I got through here at New Year's Revenge with Commissioner Todd Countryman, and now the former Cruiserweight Champion Casanova. We saw, looked like you gentlemen were trying to break his foot again, Rockwell's foot, just as you did in September. Obviously that backfired for you, Countryman. And Casanova, you got rolled up and you lost your title to the rock star Jimmy Rockwell, but you announced after the match with your sole authority here in 3XW, it's going to be Casanova against Jimmy Rockwell in a submission match. You, the master of the sleeper hold, against Rockwell, who, quite frankly, doesn't do a lot of submission-based wrestling. I mean, quite the gauntlet you lay down on Rockwell there, Countryman.
That's right. Jimmy Rockwell, he's got no submission game. He knows no submission moves that I've ever seen. Casanova, the master of the sleeper hold. I don't know if you've ever seen it. He's won a lot of matches with it. That's right. Jimmy Rockwell, quite frankly, has no chance in this match, which is exactly why I set it up.
Well, certainly, given the circumstances, the stipulations, fortunately, it could be a short reign for Rockwell. But if I know anything about the rock star, he's going to be training harder than ever for this match. And now, this feud can come to a culmination. You and Rockwell have been really going back and forth. I mean, what are your thoughts heading into this, Nova?
Well, you know, Jimmy Rockwell, he pinned me. It takes a lot on his part. He got lucky to pin me. But in a submission match, we did our scouting. We know what he's all about. He's got nothing. Nothing at all. And I've got the most feared hold in all of 3X Wrestling. I've held all the titles here, just about, because of that sleeper hold. So you know what? Jimmy Rockwell better bring his game on February 5th.
Well, Casanova brings up a good point. I mean, you could drop any man. You could drop horses. You could drop elephants with the power of your sleeper hold. And on February 5th, for the first time ever in 3X Wrestling, a submission match for the Cruiserweight title. At New Year's Revenge, Jimmy Rockwell regaining the 3XW Cruiserweight title. He's the second man to ever hold the title 2 times. The first man, Casanova, losing it to Rockwell. Todd Countryman inserted himself into the matchup. It looked like they were maybe going to even attempt to break Rockwell's foot once again, just like they did when Rockwell lost the title to Casanova back in September at Clobberpalooza Classic 2. Well, that completely backfired. Rockwell, with the rock and roll-up, gets the victory and wins the Cruiserweight title. Well, as you know, this does not sit well with Commissioner Todd Countryman and Casanova. And Todd Countryman, being the evil man that he is, looked at Rockwell's weaknesses. He put together that Casanova is the master of the sleeper hold. Rockwell doesn't do a lot of submission-based wrestling, and he has signed a submission match, the first time ever in 3X Wrestling, a submission match, where the only way to get the victory is to beat your opponent by submission, and it will be for the Cruiserweight title. Jimmy Rockwell defending against Casanova at Reign of Terror on February 5th at the Des Moines Social Club in 3XW's first submission match. Now, I caught up with Jimmy earlier this week. He was training hard in submission-based wrestling in an effort to, he's a fighting champion. He took on the challenge without hesitation. But quite frankly, his submission wrestling, as we've stated, he doesn't do a lot of submission wrestling. He's a high-flying guy. He uses some technical wrestling too. But submission wrestling is not his forte. So he's been training hard, and as you'll see in the footage, earlier this week I caught up with him as he trained his submission-based wrestling techniques. Well, wrestling fans, as you can see, the rock star Jimmy Rockwell is already training hard, for he faces one of the toughest challenges of his career. He has to defend his newly won Cruiserweight title against Casanova in a match set up by Commissioner Todd Countryman, a submission match. Now, Casanova, the master of the sleeper hold, is taking on Rockwell, who, Jimmy, I must say, I mean, in your 3-year career here in 3X Wrestling, I think I've seen you use a handful of submission moves, and now you got to take on a man in a submission-only match. I mean, that's got to be one of the biggest challenges of your career.
You know, Guthrie, just because I don't use them doesn't mean I can't use them. If that's what Casanova wants to do, bring it on. I'm ready for anything.
Well, certainly a very intense Rockwell, and who can blame him as we have him helping with the training here, John West. That was nice of him to volunteer for this, and quite frankly, he might be paying for it at the end of this training session. As look at the wrist lock applied here by Rockwell. Oh, reversal by John West, but certainly our Cruiserweight champ is going to make him pay for it. Fujiwara armbar, beautiful maneuver by Rockwell. And John West taps out. Jimmy, you're looking pretty good here. I got to give you credit. I didn't know what to expect from you from an assist submission game.
Like I said, whatever Casanova wants, Casanova gets. It's my title defense, and I'm going to do everything I can to take it serious.
Well, folks, that's happening at Reign of Terror, our February event here at the Des Moines Social Club. Jimmy Rockwell takes on Casanova in a submissions match for the Cruiserweight title.
Everybody, John Bond backstage here. Brand new year, brand new things happening. And speaking of brand new, Chad Milan, what in the world are you doing out there as a manager, sir?
Did you hear the reaction? John Bond, did you hear those people out there? Those people hated us, all right? We have to get special security just to get out of the building tonight, all right? We have security guards that have to guide us out to the limo so we can get out and get on a plane and go back to Laos. Why? Why? Because he's a little bit different? Because he takes a little bit extra pride in his nationality? What's wrong with that? That's absolutely outrageous. You know, it's a new year. It's 2010. All kinds of things are happening around here. My prediction, doesn't matter who they want to put out in the ring, it doesn't matter when the match is, what show it is, what month it is, it doesn't matter. Those audience people, all those people out there, they might be cheering his opponent, they might have their backing. We have the backing of a Laotian nation. We have the money, we have the resources, we have the travel schedule, we can do anything we want. And with Skylar Pierce being gone, there's nobody that's going to hold us down anymore. What do you think?
What I think is I see a bright future ahead of me. I told you people what I can do when I get motivated, and I showed it out there with Aaron Masterson. I don't care who you put in front of me. I don't care where it happens or when it happens, but I will obtain gold. I will be the next champion. Whatever champion, but a champion.
Big things for Ricky Kwong in 2010.
Well, Midnight Guthrie here with Sexy and Smooth. Big win here tonight at New Year's Revenge over Sparrow and the debuting American Fury, John West.
Yeah, that makes us undefeated.
Undefeated, maybe for 2010.
No. Undefeated, period.
Well, your math's a little off there, but we do know, Ryan, you'll be in action at Reign of Terror in February. AJ, I noticed you actually will be absent from competition. What's the deal with that?
Well, let me explain to you something about us being undefeated and why I'm not going to be here. You see, the last time we wrestled here, the High Flyers cheated to take our tag team titles away from us. Our tag team belts. Zach Thompson came into the ring and just cheated.
Yep, and the ref let him.
I thought that was part of Canadian rules, though.
No, we were in
Canadian
America.
rules. It's an American match. We're in the American ring in the middle of Iowa. Come on, people. Listen, the fact of the matter is, I'm going to go to Canadian Parliament and I'm going to champion our cause to have that match stricken from our record because we didn't lose a fair fight. They cheated, and we are not going to stand for that.
So with all the major important issues going on in the world today, you're going to waste the time of the Canadian Parliament with your win-loss record?
It is not a waste of time. Our record is important.
Time out. Who saved Canada from Sasquatch? These guys.
Yeah.
Turned Sasquatch into a national hero because we saved them and we converted him to our side. He now defends our borders from terrorists because of us.
Yeah. Why do you think you never hear about it in Canada? You only hear about it in America.
Well, certainly.
Because they're afraid of Sasquatch, Daddy!
One thing for sure, everyone does love Sasquatch, but I'm not sure anyone really loves Sexy and Smooth.
Have you ever been to Canada?
Statues erected.
That word I like.
I think that's enough for one evening. Ryan Slade in action at Reign of Terror.
Yeah?
Here, next month. The Des Moines Social Club. It all happens live, Friday, February 5th at the Des Moines Social Club, the most exciting venue in Des Moines for pro wrestling action as 3X Wrestling presents Reign of Terror. At Reign of Terror, you are going to see for the first time ever Rory Fox take on Torture's Tony Sly, looking to get some revenge over what happened at New Year's Revenge with Sly attacking Fox. For the first time ever, it's going to be a submission match for the 3XW Cruiserweight title as the Rockstar Jimmy Rockwell defends against Casanova, the master of the sleeper hold, who will have Todd Countryman by his side. The commissioner set this match up to play to the strengths of Casanova. For the 3XW Tag Team titles, Todd Countryman will also be at ringside with the Gentlemen's Club as they challenge our current champions, the High Flyers, Mike Seidel, and the 2009 most popular wrestler of the year in 3XW, the Unbreakable Zach Thompson. And for the heavyweight title, it will be the 2009 3XW Wrestler of the Year, the Rebel Jeremy White, defending the title against his biggest physical challenge to date in Mad Dog McDowell, who's receiving his first heavyweight title shot in over a year. Also in action at Reign of Terror, you're going to have the 3XW Pure Wrestling Champion, Craig Kieseman, the Viking Warrior, who has not been pinned or submitted in over 18 months of competition. That is astounding. You're going to see Delicious Devin Carter in action, as well as the Laotian sensation Ricky Kwong with Chad Milan, his advisor. The Canadian sex icon Ryan Slade will be in singles competition, not teaming that night with AJ Smooth, his Sexy and Smooth partner. The right price Aaron Masterson will bring in his enthusiasm and excitement to the Des Moines Social Club at Reign of Terror. Domino Rivera, who looked very impressive against Mad Dog McDowell at New Year's Revenge, will be in action once again at Reign of Terror. And you'll also see Brady Desire, the high-flying antics of Sparrow, and once again making his second appearance at the Des Moines Social Club, the latest graduate of the 3X Wrestling Training Academy, the American Fury John West. Tickets are available right now for Reign of Terror at 3xwrestling.com and at JCD & Hobby on Southeast 14th Street in Des Moines. 3XW wants to thank our sponsors at this time. We definitely want to thank Minnesota Corrugated Box Company. We outbox the competition. And JCD & Hobby in Des Moines for helping us bring events to our fantastic fans here in central Iowa. Make sure to visit 3xwrestling.com right after this video for the latest match of the month, my newest Midnight Madness column, and all the latest news heading into Reign of Terror on Friday, February 5th. Also join our message board and discuss the action of 3X Wrestling with all the great fans of 3XW. Well, I'm Midnight Guthrie. Thank you for joining us for Outside the Ring, and we'll see you on Friday, February 5th, for Reign of Terror at the Des Moines Social Club.